Oh, snap. We are live. We are live. We are 100% live. This is the check in. I am your boy, Heat Detector. Doing this Father's Day edition, which we're going to keep real short and sweet. Think a couple of things need to be said. And we're going to call it one. Before we do all that, you guys see the warning. Be advised, viewers under 17, please proceed with caution. Do not try this at home. Content contains explicit material. Viewer discretion is advised. Proceed only if you are comfortable with potentially sensitive topics and very explicit language. And I'll also say something else, that we are not, or I am not at the moment, or we are not when we're all together, licensed psychiatrists, therapists, or anything of that nature. What we are is some motherfuckers that have been through some things in life. Life be lifing. And we learn throughout this journey. You know, sometimes shit gets real fucked up, and we gotta look within ourselves to figure shit out. You know, or if not, we could lose our goddamn minds, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to go crazy. There's enough things in life I think we deal with than to be going crazy or have mental health issues. Even though we all deal with stress, we all deal with anxiety and ADHD and goddamn, you name it, we probably all deal with it. And family stresses and relationship stresses and all of those things. And they're all really, really difficult to deal with, especially if you're dealing with other things, underlying issues, childhood trauma, and things of that nature. These things are difficult as fuck to deal with. Which leads me to today. First and foremost, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Ones that are in their children's lives, ones that are not in their children's lives. Ones that are not in their children's lives beyond their own circumstances or things forced upon them. Still, Happy Father's Day. Those that are not in their children's life by a choice, hey, Happy Father's Day to you too. And those that have their children in their life, Happy Father's Day to you. This is, I think, a day that, out of all the holidays and birthdays and things like that, I think that it gets really overlooked from people. It's like, oh, it's just dad. What the fuck does he care? It's just another day. It's just a day where you give him a gift, you give him a card or something, and or text him or call him and say, hey, Happy Father's Day. And not knowing inside that dude is probably dying inside for whatever reason. He could just want to be around his family and is unable to. He could just want to be around his kids and is unable to. He could be around his kids and feel unworthy. He could be around his entire family and feel like he doesn't belong. And while everybody's celebrating and handing out the cards and handing out flowers, I don't know if you give your dad flowers, but if you do, probably, or whatever, a belt, socks, I don't know, whatever you give your dad on his birthday, he's probably dying inside. Not everybody, but some of us. And we don't know how to deal with that. When really all we want to do is just be close to somebody, feel something. Because most of the time life is lifing on our ass, and we don't get the opportunities to express those things. So it just gets stuffed down. By the time Father's Day rolls around, it might not be so good for some. When really all we want is to take it all in. Just to be in that moment with our children. Or maybe even get the same adulation and the same praises that mothers do when it's Mother's Day or Valentine's Day. Because Father's Day sometimes just feels like another fucking day. and it feels like no one understands or cares, that the father is probably going through it. And that the father probably just needs a hug, and he could give a fuck about the gifts and give a fuck about everything else. A touch, a sit down and talk to, something. A lot of times that shit just gets unchecked, unanswered, unlooked at. Shout out to Jizzo Productions. He says, Happy Father's Day, Heat. Peace to the viewers. Doing the Father's Day thing with my sons, but I'll be back next week. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, it's tough. Just like Jizzle, not everybody has that opportunity to be with their kids and to do things. Shout out Microphone Misfits. Happy Father's Day to all. Peace, peace. Thanks, man. That's what this was all about. But just know, dads out there, there are other dads out there that feel your pain, that understand what you're going through. And we all fighting it. We're fighting it to hold our shit together. We're fighting it not to cry, not to be emotional. This is the shit we were taught. And this is why Father's Day is fucked up. Because a lot of times if we do get emotional, then that's just like either it gets taken as a sign of weakness or it gets taken as, oh, look at this attention-seeking ass motherfucker. Or look at what the fuck he's doing. Why is he fucking this day up? Not knowing that that man is probably dying inside. I'm not trying to bring a bad cloud on Father's Day or anything. I'm just speaking the truth. Because it is true. I don't have a father to even say Happy Father's Day to. That fucks with me. I have kids, they say Happy Father's Day to me, but we want them hugs, man. We want that emotional connection. You want to see that same love that when they say Happy Mother's Day that they get, that the mothers get. You want that same adulation. And maybe some get it. But I can tell you, it's probably more that don't than do. And I'm going to say to everybody out there that's feeling in this kind of way, because I know the fuck I am. And today was extraordinarily tough. I'll say to you what I'm telling myself. Hold your head up. Hold your head up, man. This is going to be all right. And it's okay that you feel this way. You're not doing anything wrong. You're having a moment. You're having a feeling. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. And it will be okay. Just hold your head up. I don't want to keep this too long. I know a lot of dads are probably still hanging out. Maybe they're at a barbecue or something. Eat some ribs for me, man. Maybe they're at a family function and they're having a drink or two and they're really celebrating and they're really being celebrated as a father. Shout out to you. And that's no slight. Because some of us wish we were really in that same bubble of love. In that same vein of compassion and empathy. But again, like I said, keep your head up. It's going to be okay. And even if you think you're not loved, or you feel unloved, unwanted, unappreciated, appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself some credit. Pat yourself on the shoulder. Look at your kids. Hey, man, you gave them life. We're a part of it. They're a part of you. And they do love you. We just live in a fucked up ass time right now in my eyes. But then again, you got to tell yourself it's going to be all right. Because it will. It'll be all right. Hold your head up, dads, fathers, stepdads, father-in-laws. Hold your head up. It'll be all right. Besides that, it's just another day. Hold on, let me see what this says. Jizzo said, I saw something online earlier. It said Father's Day is not a single mother's appreciation day. We get the bad end of the stick, and when it comes to our kids, we end up having to work twice as hard for some times. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. But in all that, again, you got to keep your head up. And know it's going to be all right. Because I feel like one day they'll get it. One day they'll get it. Hopefully a motherfucker will still be alive in order for them to get it. It's taken me a long time to get to the journey to where I'm at right now, so I understand. Kind of. But compassion and empathy, man, we need. Us men, we need it. We need understanding. We need our families to know that we too have feelings. Life is hard enough already as it is. I can remember not being able to be around my kids and how much it bothered me. What bothered me more is that nobody bothered to even ask. Oh, to be a dad. To be a fucking dad. Hold your head up, people. It's going to be all right. Happy Father's Day to everybody. I hope and wish everyone, every father out there understands their blessings, loves their children, and know that no matter how bad it feels like, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Because ain't shit you can do about it. Except for love yourself, appreciate yourself, appreciate the people around you. Extend that hand of compassion and empathy and understanding. And do your best. Do your best every day. And tomorrow, make it even better. You'll be all right. This has been the check-in, man. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. And I mean that genuinely from the bottom of my heart. It's going to be all right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you next Sunday. Happy Father's Day once again.